Welcome to Woodland Elementary School. My name is Astrid Barrios, and I am a 4th grade English as a second language teacher. I am licensed in elementary education in grades 1 through 6. I am also licensed in English as a second language in grades pre-K through 6. I have worked for the Milford Public Schools since 2012. If you need to reach me, my email is abarrios@milfordma.com. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I have been married for 24 years. I was born in Guatemala, Central America, and I am fluent in Spanish. I have 3 children, one of which will be graduating from high school this year. I enjoy reading, and I love my job. The best part of my job is watching my students bloom in the English language. I believe that being bilingual is very important and that my students should continue to grow in their home language. I teach English language development. Students have class with me in order to improve their English language proficiency. Most students who are English learners usually have 1 to 2 classes per day in English language development class. English language development instruction focuses on developing a student's knowledge of English in the areas of speaking, listening, reading, and writing. One of the programs that I use to teach newly arrived students is called In the USA, which develops basic language and vocabulary skills. Another program that I use for reading is called Foundations. You might want to know what 4th grade is like. Well, school begins at 8:25 a.m. and dismissal begins at 2:40 p.m. Your child will have 2 classroom teachers. Students switch classes for math between their 2 classroom teachers. They usually have math every day, once or twice per day. They usually have gym 2 times per week. They also have music class 2 times per week. They also have art class once per week. And they usually have English language development every day. Students also have STEAM class: science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. They have this class once per week. Students usually have science and social studies with their classroom teacher twice per week. In science and social studies, students study the U.S. regions, Canada, and Mexico. In science, students learn about energy, environments, and soils, rocks, and landforms. In math, students learn about place value up to 1 million, fractions, measurements, angles, geometry, and multiplication. Some parents would like to know what they can do to support their child at home. It's important that you contact your child's teacher if he or she is having a difficult time adjusting to his or her new school. Contact your child's teacher if you have any questions about how things work in the school system. Continuously ask your child how things are going in school. Sometimes students get homesick and it can affect their learning. Ask your child to show you what they have been working on in school. Have your child read at home every day for 15 to 20 minutes in English or your home language. If your child is having trouble doing their homework, let his or her teacher know. And please keep absences to a minimum. I use Class Dojo. I feel that teacher and parent communication is very important, and I have found that through Class Dojo we can communicate very easily. Class Dojo is a classroom communication application used to share reports between parents and teachers. I usually track student behavior and I upload photos and videos. I will upload photos and videos so you can see what we're doing in our classroom. I will also send messages to share school or classroom information. Here's a link to what Class Dojo looks like. I will send you a notice with my Class Dojo sign-in information. It is very easy to use and you can set it up in your home language if you'd like. This is important contact information. Our phone number is 508-478-1186. If your child is going to be absent, it is important that you let us know. When you call our phone number, press the number 2. Our principal is Mr. Kiernan. Assistant to the principal is Mrs. Lisa Kincaid. The assistant principal is Mr. Chris Sang. I hope that you feel welcome here at Woodland Elementary School. Thank you for listening.